Well, I'm going to show you how to design a logo inside of Keynote. So I'm going to open up Keynote. Contrary to popular belief, there are quite a few things you can do in Keynote, more than just creating presentations. Before we even get started, by the way, I'm just going to choose a basic white presentation. I'm going to delete this stuff. But before we even get started, check this out. I'm going to show you, let's see, my website. Oops, that's not it. I'm going to go straight to the logos page. Name of my website is andersonthefish.com, and then logos is where I'm going. I'm going to show you some of the logos I've created using Keynote. Let's see here. Voice, that's one. Faust Furniture, Widman Builders, Huck Finn Productions, Snow Cone, let's see, Zima Automotive, Path, Grounded, CompCare, Heritage Repair, Smart Frame, Deer Roofing, Watson. Yeah, those are all of the ones I've created using Keynote. So I would say all the logos I just showed you are simple, so I'm not going to lie to you and say they're super complex, but hey, sometimes really good logos, in my opinion, are oftentimes the simplest ones. So anyway, just to give you an idea of what can be done with Keynote. So going ahead, open Keynote, and first thing we're going to do is go to Document, and we're going to change the size of this. I'm going to say 2000 by 2000. There we go. And then you can see what you're working with. And then I'm going to duplicate the slide a bunch of times just so I have enough to work with here. Okay, I'm going to add in some text. I'm going to make a logo for a company called TriStar. Okay, and so I just made that. I'm going to go to Format, I'm going to go to Text. I'm going to choose my font. I really like this font right here. Okay, I also, let's see, I'm going to add in a shape behind it. I'm going to change the color just a second, just so we get an idea of what it looks like. Then I'm going to change this color to, which color should I change it to? That. I'm going to change the darkness. I'm going to change the tint. TriStar. This is a water jet company in Nashville, Tennessee. We're heading in a good direction here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to white, make it pop a bit. I'm going to also change the size. There we go. I'm going to make it centered. Okay, and now I like this as it is. TriStar. Let's see, let's add some text underneath it. So I'm just I'm going to add this underneath, but I'm going to change the font to another one that I really like. Let's change it to Gotham Medium. Okay. 50. Let's change the spacing of each letter here. TriStar, Water Jets. That's probably too far. I don't want to get too spaced out. Let's bring this up so that it's legible. TriStar. Now, typically in logo design, you want this font to be a little different than this font. You don't want the same thing. So that's why I'm doing that. It's just standard practice. You don't have to follow that rule. It's the thing about design is there's tons of rules, but all of them can be broken. Okay, so right now, I actually really like this. This is a great font. It's a very masculine, bold, kind of sharp font. It's good for the industry. It communicates dependability, all good things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change it a little bit, but instead of just changing this, I'm going to duplicate the slide. So I'm just hitting Command C, Command V, or copy paste, and creating a new slide. Now what I'm going to do. Slow down, Joel. I'm going to erase the A, and then I'm going to make my own A here. I'm going to change it. First of all, I'm going to constrain proportions. That means that when I'm expanding it, it's going to stay the same, because if I don't do that and I go like this, whoop, it gets a little funky. So I'm going to constrain proportions. Another little cheat here is even if you don't hit constrain proportions, you can hold the shift button and then drag it and it will constrain proportions that way. Nice little shortcut. But I'm just going to do that just for safe measure. And then I'm going to also change this to white to white. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the amount of points there are. I'm going to change it to 3. And then let's see here. I'm going to also, ooh, this is starting to look nice here. Tri-star water jets. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Now, instead of just dragging it here, I could also just change the width and height right here. Make it a little bit bigger, just so it kind of stands out. But I don't like the size of that. Let's just bring it down a tiny bit. Okay, I have myself a fairly decent logo right here. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, in order to save this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to select each object. Okay, I'm holding Command, and then I'm clicking on each object. Then I'm going to hit Copy or Command C. Then I'm going to open up Preview. This is a little workaround here. And then I'm going to hit File, New from Clipboard. There's my logo. As you can see, it's a transparent background and the transparent background behind the logo. I'm going to hit Exit, and then I'm going to save it as, drum roll please, wait for the computer, Tri-Star Logo, full horizontal, let's see, whoops, can't type, white. And I'm going to save it as a PNG file. I just like working with PNGs. Hit save, and it's going to save to my desktop. And now I can hit preview, and there it is. And I can drop that onto any dark image, and it's going to pop really well. And as you can see, it's pretty high quality for the most part. If I zoom in really far, it's going to get pixelated. But if you want to make it so it's even higher quality, what you can do is you can change the slide size. Let's see, I think the maximum you can do is 4,000. Yep, there it is. Now, when I save it, let's see what happens here. I'm going to just say that it's going to be titled 2. Now when I zoom in, look at that. It's different. It doesn't pixelate as quickly. And let me see if I can even make this a bigger format. I don't know if I can. Let's try 5,000. Oh my, we can. What's the highest we can go here? I haven't tried this in a long time. I think they recently updated this. Oh, not letting me go above that maybe. Oh. Looks like I can at least go to 6,000. So if I just keep doing that, honestly, obviously you're going to get a super, super big file, which could be an issue depending on what you're uploading it to. Like, I don't know, if you're uploading it to something like QuickBooks and you want to put it in your invoices, they might not actually allow you to do a file size that big. But then you can always just go in here and resize it. So for instance, if I wanted to resize the logo, I'm just going to go in here and then I'm going to drop the logo in here. Okay, there it is. And now you can see, now that we've changed the slide size, you can see like how much smaller it is now. But I can see here that the width is over 1200. And if I need to drop that down for like an invoicing platform, I can drop that down to a much smaller size and then just copy it and do the same process that I did before. And now it's much smaller. And even when I get the info on it, check this out. When I hit get info, it's going to be a much smaller size. Look at that. Its dimensions are 284 by 73 as opposed to this one. Look at that, 2,476. So sometimes it's better to work with smaller files depending on the platform you're using sometimes. Other times it's way better to use with bigger ones. But if you don't have a program like Adobe and you need a large file size, that's like how you can make a really super high quality logo by just using Keynote. So very simple logo, very quick, But there it is. And also, if you want to check out one of my clients and the website I built for them, check out tristarwaterjets.com. All right, thanks for checking in. Hope you enjoyed it.